हाय फ्रेंड्स, आप लोग कैसे हैं? गुड इवनिंग दोस्तों। तो आज मैं नया सेशन लेके आया हूँ कुबरनेटिस पे। So before starting this session, I would just like to tell you guys about myself. My name is Nirmal Technical and my channel name is Nirmal Technical. So today session is about Kubernetes cluster setup. So before going on Kubernetes cluster setup, I will give just a brief on what is the basic Kubernetes. So basically, Kubernetes is an open platform tool. It is used for auto deployment application based on container, auto scaling, auto mm, like auto scaling, monitoring, and load balancing. So what does Kubernetes actually do? Kubernetes do container management. So Kubernetes is a container management tool. So Docker is a containerized tool. It creates auto container, it creates image, it creates container using of image. But when we talk about Kubernetes, so it is basically like container management, like deployment of application in container. It automates, like whenever it requires based on the load, it creates a container. And auto scaling, meanwhile, like it reduce the container numbers. It is like whenever it requires, so it creates a container number of 100, number of 1000 based on the requirement of user. And when you would need it like load, reduce the load, then it will also reduce the number of containers. So you guys, hopefully you are just getting like about some basic idea about Kubernetes. So Kubernetes was written in Golang and Go language, and Google was developed this tool. Google developed this tool, Kubernetes. So basically, Kubernetes is like what I said told you, it is just that is a container management tool. So this is like basic. There are components of Kubernetes like kubectl, kube, kubelet, etcd, master cluster node, kube proxy. So these are Kubernetes components. So there must like things in Kubernetes. So just I shared with you the basic like concept of Kubernetes. So now I'm moving on the Kubernetes cluster setup. So I will tell you what is a cluster. So in Kubernetes, the cluster it is like just if we just I'm trying to give an example of like cluster is like a home. They are where they are a family. It contains so many family members. Okay.
So I'm back. So cluster is a group of nodes. Like so, cluster is a group of nodes, and node is group of pods, and pods actually group of a container. So basically, what is a node? So node like is a like a VM, virtual machine you can say, and also a cloud platform. So it is like instances. If we talk about a AWS, and for like our local server, so it is your might be your system, your laptop system, or any other server. So node is like different on different platform. It is it makes a different thing for and you Like for if we talk about a cloud service, cloud platform, so it is like instances. If we talk about virtualization, so it is like a VM. If we talk about yes, any operating system, your local machine, so it is like your system. So okay, so this is example for node. And if we talk about that pod, so pod is a very basic component of Kubernetes. And actually pod is pod controls like containers. Okay, because in Kubernetes that components API. Okay, no, so API don't talk to containers. Actually API is communicate with kubelet, and kubelet connect with the node. Kubelet controller controls the node. And basically pod, you can say like a pod is a group of containers, and in pod we can deploy the container in pod. Okay, so in pod we can deploy one or one more than one container. So this is I will show you one just architecture of Kubernetes cluster. Let me share with you. Mm, mhm. See you this you can see this is a like Kubernetes architecture. So this is a control plane. Control plane is also known as a master node. Okay, and this is a node one. Okay, so you can say like it is a worker node. So in Kubernetes cluster setup, there is a one a master node and there is a one a controller node. There is a one master node, there is a one worker node. So this is the like in cluster setup, there should be a one worker node at least and one master node. We can also deploy a one master node, two worker node, three worker node, two master node, four worker node. So, but there should be a one at least one worker node and one master node. So here you can see that Kube API server, etcd, controller manage, scheduler. So you can see that cluster is a group of nodes. This is a node master. This is a node one. Okay, and also what does it contains in node? So node contains pod. Pods contain container. Okay, so this is a like overview architecture over of Kubernetes. Okay, friends. So as I told you earlier, like I will just give a little basic thing, basic concept of that Kubernetes. So main agenda is to about to deploy a cluster setup on Kubernetes for Kubernetes. And so here I will use that operating system for Kubernetes cluster setup. I will use Ubuntu server. Okay. Okay, so I will create a one master node and one worker node for a Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so what I will do, in previous sessions I shared with all labs using the cloud platform AWS instances. Okay, but today I will share with you that how to install, how to deploy Kubernetes cluster using a Oracle VM VirtualBox. So actually I have already created, let me show you. I have already created two VMs. One is for master node and one is for worker node. So where I have used for that Ubuntu 20.04 version. It is a Linux kernel, and that RAM I have used for master node is 4 GB RAM. One more thing I just want to share with you, that in cluster node setup, master node should be aligned at least 2 GB RAM and 2 CPU. That is a basic requirement for master node. Worker node you can take 1 GB RAM, 1 CPU, but for master node it is most important thing that you have to select 2 GB RAM and 2 CPU. So master node you can see I have selected taken 4 GB RAM, and that processor you can see there I have used 4 CPU. When I am talking about master worker node, so you can see there is a 1 CPU and the RAM is 2 GB. 2048 MB means 2 GB. Okay, and the network bridge adapter, because I will access this VM on putty terminal outside. So in advance I selected all. Similarly in master node, bridge adapter in all, because I have to access this VMs on putty terminal. So this is a master node and this is a worker node. Okay, so firstly this has been initialized successfully. Uh, Before starting the session, actually it takes some time, approx 15 to 20 minutes. So thinking about like this before starting the session, I have prepared these both machines. So first I will access this machine and putty outside. So I will first log in this machine here. Uh, Now I am giving this sudo super user privilege this user, and you know that guys, for this VM using on putty, so I have to download, I have to like actually install one package, SSH package. So the on Ubuntu, because this is the Ubuntu server, so apt get install SSH -y. Similarly, same command I will run here on worker node. This is one worker node which is showing in yellow color. Okay, written content. Okay, so I will use so now I will take the IP. Using this IP, I will open SSH on putty. So work on master node. Need to run the command IP address. So IP is 192.168.0.120. You can see here. And similarly, command I will on worker node IP address. So here is 192.168.0.122. Okay, now let me open the putty terminal. So first I will open master 192.168.0.120. Guys, what I'm going to do, like now I will open both VMs on putty terminal on putty 0.120. Okay, open, accept, yes. Mm. Yeah, this is a master. I will change. Okay, what I will do is change the color of this. Change setting. Appearance. Change colors. Modify default for background. Okay, apply. Yes. And this is a master node. You can see here it is also like a master, so it will not confuse. Even I am also going to change the color. So it is for master. For red color it is master, and for worker node let me take the IP. So it is 192.160.122. Okay, so I will minimize this from here. Now I will put T. So let me open the next new session 192.168.0.122 S. So let me open this. The one thing I will, let's see. Mm, okay, so now this is a worker. Okay, so actually I have a set of commands what I will use to set up a cluster. So this is the setup commands I will show you. Kubernetes cluster setup commands. So first I will do update packages on Ubuntu machine. So I will need to run these commands: apt-get upgrade -y, apt-get update -y. So okay, going on this master node first, and this is a worker. Same command I need to put here, run here. Now I will run update. So until this commands in progress, so I will tell you uh, these are per package update on Ubuntu machine. So after that I will install that apt transport http curl and wget. These are the packages what I will do install on Ubuntu machine, both worker and master. Then I will install Docker. Then I will install Docker service. Then one key which I need to download and run, because this key actually not. What about this key? This key is like a identification of worker and master. So whenever master node try to communicate with worker, or worker try to communicate with master, so both nodes know that using this key, because both are the like eligible for to communication. So they have the identity, both worker and master node have the identity using this key, that both are eligible to communicate each other. So that is the key role what I need to, what I will do, just install. Then I will create a kubernetes.list file and will install debian package, kubernetes.genial. Then again I will do update ubuntu machine, and then what I need to do, I will install Kubernetes component. So Kubernetes component, what are the Kubernetes components? Kubelet, kubeadm, kubectl. Okay, these are the Kubernetes components. So kubelet, like it communicates, it controls node, it controls a node, and it's communicate to API server for node. And kubeadm, which is basically used for like bootstrapping master node, initializing master node, and cluster setup, cluster initializing, and kubectl. So kubectl, what is basically a command line interface tool for cluster. So kubectl is a command line interface tool. And then after I will do master node bootstrapping using this command kubeadm initializing, and then these are the three commands like directory, mkdir, we know that this is used for directory creation, this is for copy, and this is for like uh, user access list provide, change ownership. So these are the commands. Then we will apply this manifest file calco.ml. And finally whenever I will run this command, so in command there will create a like key, which is actually there will command, complete a command, join something, it will output will, there will be output in for this command, so which I will run on that worker node. So using that command, then node, worker node and master node will connect on cluster. So this is the set of commands. Okay, so second command. Okay, what happened? Let me run. Hmm, I think master node IP changed. Yeah, it changed. That's why. Let me do one thing. session open 192.168.0.123. Let me close. What happened now that IP auto get changed of master node, so that's why he stopped. That's why this machine, this putty terminal stopped. Okay. Let me change the color. Okay. Sudo super privilege, super user privilege, and need to run that command. Okay, now I will install these packages on worker node. Let me do clear machine. Control L. Okay. What is about master node? So, okay. Control L. Now I will install Docker on both machine, worker and master node. Okay. So this is a master. I will tell you one thing. Basically, both machines are having the same setup commands to run. Okay. But for a master node, basically, I will tell you there is some commands which I need to run on the master node. That's why it will be different with worker node. Okay, so these when you need to run the command qvd initialization, so this it will run on the master node. Okay, so until this command master node bootstrapping, these all command I will run on both machine, worker and master. So now I will install Docker on both worker and master. Control L. Okay. Now here Control L. So Docker installing on both machine, worker and master. Now you can say Docker version. Let me complete. Let the machine. Yes. Now I will run command on master node Docker version. Hmm. You can see Docker version is 20.10.12. iPhone version. You can see the version is 20.10.12. Okay. Now I will start Docker service, Docker daemon. So Ubuntu we used to run systemctl, and this is master. Control L. So clear कर देते हैं, and now I will enable Docker. So on both machine Docker has been installed, now has been started and also enabled. Okay, so Docker services. Now I will add key on both machine. So here, and this is a worker node. Okay, it should be reflect like this. If it is showing on machine okay, then it is successfully installed and run. Key. Okay. Now I will create a file kubernetes.list. So firstly I will show you on master node. Okay, and this is very important that it is very it should be like done very carefully. Let's see. I will copy this. And what is the process? First upon, when you, because this is a editor file, so your system press I, paste this file. Okay, now control X and Y and enter. If you want to see again, that is written and your kubernetes.list in file, so you can check again. Yes, this is showing here. Okay, now control X. Same I will do on worker node. So this is worker node. Okay, and then again copying this file and paste there. Okay, and control X, Y and enter. Then now again I will update Ubuntu machine, so it will install packages. Control L, apt get update. Now you can see that it is installing Genial release, Genial package. You can see now here I am this table package genial.man. Okay, and same I will run on master node. Now I will install Kubernetes components. So this is master and this is worker. Now since here I will have to run these command on only master, not on worker. Okay, this is for like kube setting. This is for cluster setup. So kubedium initialize. So this is for master node bootstrapping. And one more thing, for successfully this Kubernetes cluster setup, we need to swipe off machine. So I need to run the swipe off command to swap -a. Similarly, I need to this command on both worker and master. So f minus a. So in master node I have to run this command kubernetes initialization. So here you can see this is a worker and this is master. So now I have to run this master command in master. I run this command on master terminal. Actually, this kubernetes config image full. So basically, in this command, need pulling the some images. So it will take some time. You can see here pulling images required for setting up a Kubernetes cluster. This may take a minute or two depending on the speed of your internet connection. So it's taking some time. You can see that Kubernetes components. So here you can see Kube API server, Kube controller manager, Kube scheduler. Yes. So friends, you can see in my Kubernetes cluster setup commands. So here there are three commands. So I told you earlier one thing that when you will run that command kubeadm initializing, so you will get a command for execution at worker node. So you can see here is written, then you can join any number of worker nodes by running the following on each as a root. Which command? This command kubeadm join. So what I will do, I will complete this command and put here. Mm, okay. So I will paste here that command and Mm, okay. Need to copy this command here. I will paste. So, and I have to also run this command in master. This. Okay. Direct. It is for directory creation. Home dot cube. Now this is for copy. Okay. And this command need to run on worker node. You can see it is also written like here. Then you can join any number of worker nodes by running the following on each edge root. So what I will do, I will run this command on worker node. Copy, and where is my worker node? So worker node is this. So Control L, paste. You can see queue waiting for the kubelet to perform the TLS bootstrap. Now you can see that kubectl get nodes, and this node has joined the cluster. Yes, this one. After running this command, you can see it is showing here this node has joined the cluster. But on master node, I need to run two more commands. One is for this manifest file, kubectl apply. Okay, Control L. Yes, you can see here deployment apps Calico Cube controllers created. Okay, now need to run that second command. Controller L. So cluster setup has been done. Okay, you can see on master node that this node has joined the cluster. So cluster setup has been done, and this worker node also has joined the cluster. So now it is showing here run what command kubectl get nodes, and I will see the output on master node. So imagine what output comes should what output should come. So when we run this command kubectl get nodes on master node, so this machine will show you on that cluster. Okay, let's see. Control L. You can see here is showing that is master node and worker node. Okay. Oh, this is not ready. Okay, let me run that command again. It might be, it will take some time. Yeah, so you can see both machines are ready. So this is a master node, but you can see this a worker node is also connected here. Master node, and this is a worker node. If you can see kubectl get pods, so it will not show here nothing because pod I didn't create till now. Okay, kubectl get kubectl cluster info. Okay, so you can see here kubectl cluster plane running at http 192.168.0.123 and 6443. Kube DNS is running on this. Okay, and you can also run this command. kubectl get nodes. Yes, because if I need to see only that particular node, so I selected kubectl get nodes and node name. So here is the only one worker node and one master node. So I put the name of that particular node. So worker. So I can see name is worker, status ready, roles none, because that is role of only controller node, control plane manager, and that version is v1.20.0. Age mean what when it just since when I will it when it was just like run. I just started. So it is 3 minutes 51 seconds. So it will time will be automatic increased 4 minutes 32 seconds 33 seconds. Okay, so our lab is successfully installed. Cluster setup was successfully done. You can see kubectl get node. So both master and worker node are attached and cluster. So guys, mm, hopefully you have the like now concept of how to deploy a cluster on Kubernetes and uh, just before finish this session, I would like to tell you that for Kubernetes cluster setup for master node, you should have 2 GB RAM and 2 CPU. And on Ubuntu, I shared with you that on Ubuntu machine using software version Ubuntu 20.04. 20.04. Okay, so good night and take care and see this video. If you think it is good for you, so please like this and subscribe my channel Nirmal Technical. Bye bye.